Hey, I talked to Dave about this, but this is, if you look on the exhibit, is part of the issue in the auditor's office. The former IT director had paid for a number of hardware and licenses for some wireless access points with county money, and then through his private business sold them to another company who, you know, we looked into this, we're very innocent. The person paid fair market value for it. It was represented to this other company, the Advanced IT Professionals. Steve had represented to him that he had these extra pieces of hardware from some other project he was doing with his private company, and this contractor ended up paying him for the wireless access points. So one of the things going through this, while there's some obviously very serious issues with kind of the services end of this scam, there really weren't a lot of issues of hardware being stolen, because there was actually a pretty good system in place with the county for the hardware purchases, fortunately. So we only found a couple of instances of hardware thefts. This instance, and then these were sold to a third party, and then there was an instance with one of the sheriff's office computers, which was recovered.
Right.
So those were the only instances of hardware thefts that we've discovered. And again, those Allen have done an absolutely fantastic job of going, in addition to all their new responsibilities, they've done a lot in going through all these things. But anyway, so when we discovered that these had been sold to this third party, we approached him and, you know, told him that he had our property, and in some ways I feel a little bad for him, but we need to get our money back. So he ended up paying for these twice because he's paying us.
No kidding.
So
how far back was this?
This was a while back. They don't make these particular wireless access points anymore, so what we had to do to come up with an amount, we had Allen say, okay, what's the current fair market value of this stuff? Which is actually, you know, probably not quite as much as it would have been back then.
Yep.
But that seemed to be the right restitution amount. So we came up with the $15,756 figure, and he's going to pay that to the county, the contractor. So yeah, unfortunately for him, now, I mean, my attitude was, and again, I do feel bad for him because I think he was an innocent purchaser, but you know, I told him, hey, you've got to go talk to Steve to get your money back. You know, these are ours. You owe us the money. So I mean, I have to get the money back for the county.
Do we? I mean, this may be a silly question, and I apologize. Can we forgive him on this kind of thing? I mean, it wasn't his fault at the end of the day, and I don't know if that's even practical or whatever, but...
You know, it's not our money.
Do we need the equipment back?
We don't need it back, but again, we're not a private business, so this is the people's money.
Right.
So my attitude was, hey, listen, you know, this $15,756 belongs to the people of Geauga County.
Right.
You have the stuff, you got it. You know, I understand that you really didn't do anything wrong in purchasing it, but, you know, this
And it's
is...
in place in his business, so it'd be a disruptive to
Yeah,
ask
he
for the
had-
equipment back. He'd rather,
Right.
because it works, leave it alone.
That was kind of our, he had he had installed it in customers' places.
But he's
you know.
going to pay the $750 or whatever it is and keep it in place. And
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he's paying us the $15,756, so
the 15.
15,000. Yeah, I mean, he's just paying us what these are worth
I got it.
right now. That's what the RIT department came up with as a value. So,
He could
So-
probably make a claim on his insurance, I would bet.
Yeah.
You know,
Just
just
in
thinking.
yeah, I'm hoping he can.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like he's a big company. I think it's kind of a one-man show
Right,
type of
right.
thing. A lot of these places
So
are.
this dates back how far then again?
Is
Is it 15? Does that sound right?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
There was a date in there we had it on or about
Okay.
when we. Yeah, it was October of 2015.
Okay.
So then we trace down all the serial numbers
Okay.
for the different devices. So
All right.
you know.
Oh, yeah.
It's unfortunate, but we're getting some of the money back.
Good,
You know,
okay,
It's unfortunate when these things happen, you get these unintended consequences,
right.
you know,
So,
people that even touch it.
I guess, uncovering these type of things, not that I want to know how you do it, but if you've been, as you're digging, do you think that we've scoured this enough that we're finding all the crimes that happened and?
I feel very comfortable. I mean, I looked at the universe of, things that occurred with Steve. I know that, the special prosecutors looked at the auditor's office
Mhm.
and all of the purchasing that's gone on and the funds associated with the ADP, which is
Mhm.
under the auditor's control and supervision. So the issue with that is, he's looked at all that, he's gone through all those items.
Mhm.
We've gone through all of these items. I feel like we have a very good accounting. I mean, you've seen the bill for the forensic accountant.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
Yeah.
We've literally traced every dollar, every bank account.
Okay,
It's the most,
huge.
not to pat myself on the back, and it's not just me that did it, but
Right.
it is the most thorough investigation that
I
I've
mean,
ever
it's
been
8
involved in.
years worth of.
Yeah, 9 years.
Or
Yeah,
9
years
yeah,
worth
yeah.
of
History, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the bank records alone would cover this table, and
Oh, I'm
I
sure.
wouldn't be able to see it.
Right.
Yeah, literally.
Really?
Yeah, it's incredible. So I feel
I
like
appreciate
we've
that.
got a good accounting.
Yeah.
And again, there wasn't a lot of hardware issues. This was the only unrecovered hardware, and we're being reimbursed for it, which I
Mhm.
think is a good thing.
Okay.
Good, okay.
The prosecutor's office is requesting the board approve and execute the release between the Jog County Board of Commissioners and Stephen Bull Advanced IT Professionals LLC in connection with 25 Meraki wireless access points.
So moved.
Second?
Commissioner Claypool?
Yep.
Commissioner Lennon?
Yes. Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
He's waiting for them.